Nearly a dozen bills to try to legalize marijuana in some form have been introduced into the South Carolina legislature, the most ever. The renewed push for legal pot has now fired up the opposition.
And today, doctors gathered with the state's top prosecutor in Columbia to explain why they believe South Carolina should say no to marijuana. Our Greg Suskin was the only reporter from the Charlotte area down there today, and he's back now in Rock Hill. Greg, this isn't a new issue. Why the push against legislation now?
Well, even though no one said this during the news conference, you certainly got the impression it was partly because more South Carolinians than ever, according to polls, now support legalizing marijuana for medical use. It is certainly an issue that has also crossed party lines, and at least appears more likely now that South Carolina may join the ranks of 33 other states that already allow it. Attorney General Alan Wilson rattled off some of the terms used to describe getting high on marijuana.
Wasted, baked, fried, cooked, chonged, cheap.
His point was that those aren't words that describe medicine. Wilson, along with doctors, lawmakers, and dozens of sheriffs from around the state, gathered in the State House to say that this year's crop of marijuana legalization bills shouldn't pass. He called the drug dangerous, addictive, and claimed other states that have legalized it have suffered.
In every state that has allowed marijuana for medical or recreational purposes, the black market has grown in that state, not shrunk.
He was joined by doctors who said marijuana is not medicine. But listening in the crowd was Mac Hudson, paralyzed at 16 in a car accident, and he was angry.
Why are they punishing the people that could benefit from it?
Hudson says he needs the drug for pain, and opioid pills haven't worked.
I live daily in excruciating pain. Like, people that I work with and live with know that.
Law enforcement stood with Wilson opposing legalization, including several local sheriffs. One told me they are sympathetic to those who suffer health issues, but want to see federal government action first.
If it's medicine, it's medicine. The FDA can study it. They can say what its medicinal valid purposes are.
And those who oppose legalization say that the Compassionate Care Act, which would do that, isn't really about compassion or even about medical marijuana. They say, and they're concerned, is that it's just one more step toward total legalization of the drug. No word just yet on when any of these bills could come up for a vote. Paul?
Greg Suskin reporting in Rock Hill tonight. Thank you very much, Greg. Now, 3 years ago, as Greg alluded to, 78% of South Carolina was in favor of legalizing pot for medical use. That's according to a 2016 Winthrop University poll. Another 39% polled said they were in favor of legalizing marijuana for everyday use. Now, take a look at this map that we put together. You can see right here that there are no laws governing marijuana use in the Carolinas. By comparison, each one of these other states, 33 of them in total, have passed laws that broadly legalize marijuana in some form. In these 10 darker states, they went even further and legalized pot for recreational use as well. But once again, there are large chunks of the country in gray here that continue to ban any sale or use of marijuana.